Did you have to open with rap music?
Here we go. We're coming.
Do you have to hit got it?
Yeah. Oh, and we are live on YouTube.
Oh my gosh. Oh my god.
Live.
You have to open with rap music.
Here we go. Here we go.
Do you have to hit got it?
A little different, and sounds a little different because the laptop I usually use is fucked up. And we are live on YouTube.
Oh my gosh. Oh my
Awesome.
god.
There we go.
You have to open with rap music.
That's great. Hang on.
A
little different.
Corner, huh?
And sounds a little different because the laptop I usually use is fucked up. And we are live on YouTube. How do you do this?
Let me just.
There we go. There. That's good. All right. You see that smooth entry? You see that? You see how smooth that was?
Oh, not since the NASA shuttle re-entered the atmosphere.
Dude, it's great.
Have I seen such smooth entry?
Dude, I was like the Challenger. This thing is like the Challenger blowing up before it even takes off, man.
You know what I love about this podcast? I literally got here and we just started.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been so smooth.
Yes. So smooth, dude.
as
It's
silk.
been, dude, smooth as a baby's foreskin. The beginning of this podcast.
Which is
was.
a little bumpy, as it turns
Little bumpy.
out.
Little bumpy.
Little butt.
Yeah.
I feel like
And really long.
the last time Suzanne wasn't here, something like this happened again.
Oh, boy.
This was
Actually,
no,
Suzanne,
we've never
has you
been
seen
this
the sauce?
publicly. So there we go. But yes, we are the Love Gurus podcast. We will be taking ridiculous dating questions from Reddit and you on the YouTube live chat if I can get that going. But yeah, I'll still be monitoring that. So
Can you get it on your phone?
yeah. I'm gonna grab it on the phone here because we should be live, but not with the link I sent out.
Yeah, it says waiting for the Love Gurus podcast.
There we go. No. Yeah, that's you got to go to the actual channel there. Man, I hate this camera because this camera adds like fucking 20 pounds to me. I look so goddamn
Yeah,
fat.
me too. I look, yeah.
Dude, this
Yeah,
camera.
I'm like a twig, except for this camera.
I realize that I'm just fat.
By the way,
Fair
your dog has an erection.
Is he? Does he legit have a boner? Do you have a boner over there, buddy? You
Aw,
gotta quit that.
it's okay.
Dude, that's because
Good boy.
he's happy that the
He's turned on
Where's Sangria? I want Sangria.
He's turned on by delayed podcasts.
he does not like when they start on time. I suspect he had something to do with that shit. But we are going to take lots of questions from the psychos on Reddit. We are going to be drinking white wine. What's our first bottle? What are we drinking right now?
Oh my goodness.
Costa
We already
Rica.
drank it. We already
Yeah, we
drank
drank it during setup, but it's
There
pretty
you go.
good, man.
Question one: what took so long?
it.
Well, basically, I will answer the listeners, and you know the reason it looks like shit and no overlay is because my laptop died.
Yeah.
The one that I always do the podcast on, and so now we are just kind of doing it through Zoom. So
And
we're
the plug doesn't work, I
Yes.
guess.
Yeah.
and I'm trying to get the chats on here. It's there. I'm trying to share this link so I can share it on the actual socials where I did the thing. Fuck it. If people show up in the live chat, great. I hope you're able to find this. But yeah, for now, we are going to take our first. Oh, let's
Wait,
introduce the
whoa,
guests. I am fucking
whoa,
garbage at
whoa,
this, dude.
whoa.
Hey, don't worry.
You're
Calm
so fit
down.
first.
Yes.
You need to take a deep breath. Namaste.
Hey, I am namaste. You need to namaste. I'm fine. I'm calm.
All right. Can someone else tell him to calm down besides his wife?
Fair enough.
Sorry.
All right. So,
You relax your arms.
oh, dude, my arms are.
Relax your neck.
Hang on. We're gonna goose
Relax
throttle
your
this. We're gonna
nose.
goose throttle.
Relax your chest.
Yes. This guy who just calmed me down, first time on the podcast, hilarious stand-up comic. Mr. Brett Singer, thank you for being on here, man.
Woo!
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Tell them where they can find you.
You can find me at the Brett Singer on all the social medias. It's easy. That was my great pandemic achievement, was I normalized all my social media.
Goddamn right.
Also, brettsinger.com.
No.
It used to be Jeslane Maxwell. That was his handle.
I know, it was confusing.
Uh-huh.
I kept getting
Yeah.
messages for her. People wanted to know
Yeah,
what's
yeah,
going
yeah.
on. Now I'm doing it in prison.
Pictures that were hard to explain. Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah.
It was very confusing.
Dude, it was so
The
annoying.
pictures with Epstein did not help.
Another guy's got a lot of ppictures with Epstein. Is our second guest, another hilarious stand-up comic. Welcome back to the podcast, James
I was
Pontill.
one of the victims.
Yeah. He was Epstein's first victim. He's all grown up now.
Yeah, what's up? I thought that was gonna be my big break.
Goddamn right, man. It's we all think we're gonna get rich fucking Epstein. It just doesn't happen.
It just doesn't.
Yeah.
I feel bad for the kids because no one knows their names, and that's the tragedy.
That's pretty rough, man. Well, actually, I did see a documentary where it had some of them talking about it. You know.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah. I mean, it's not like I don't think it won an Oscar. I don't think it was like Octopus
No.
Teacher. You know.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Octopus.
Did an octopus teacher win an Oscar?
Dude, it won an Oscar for best documentary.
Did you watch it?
I don't even think that documentary wasn't even like an hour and a half.
Did you watch it?
Yeah, it was great, but it was only like 80 minutes. Like it wasn't even an hour and a
But
half.
that's feature length. Now 80 minutes is long.
Oh, you know what?
It's 45. That's
I
what
may have to
it's
fix
scheduled.
something on here, but yeah, keep discussing Octopus
He's
Teacher.
just
I
kidding
didn't see it. I'm a big dummy. If it doesn't have superheroes in it, I'm not interested.
Wow, because
All right,
Octopus
that
Man
should
sounds like a
improve our audio.
superhero.
Sorry,
Absolutely.
listeners.
So people can't hear us? Is that what's going on?
We were just using the audio through that. Should be better now. So
Okay.
hopefully this ends up sounding pretty good.
If a podcast falls in the forest
Yes.
and nobody can
I'm looking
hear
at a
it,
kettlebell. I assume that's for decoration.
Oh,
Kettlebell?
that's for Jake's you know. awesome bod.
I use that to hit myself when the podcast isn't going well.
Oh.
Yeah.
I think we're up to a fire start.
Dude, it's going great. It's going great.
So
and
you
you know, the
can't
best
see
thing
the
about
chat.
this is you can see the chat, but the link that I put on socials is a link to a different podcast because that was through StreamYard.
Oh shit!
Okay.
Yeah. So
It's
I
the
don't
Joe
know. How
Rogan
to,
experience.
it is, man. It's streaming on Joe Rogan's network right now, and he's
Yeah.
confused as shit.
So like, why is Joe Rogan in front of a washing machine?
why is Joe Rogan suddenly not talking about being an anti-vaxxer? It's very weird.
It's-
That's all he
yeah.
talks about.
He's forcing experimental horse drugs into Jamie, his producer, right now. He's very upset about this shit.
Yeah.
I feel like for as amazing as he's just become such a phenomenon. Like he's just aced life that he has to go off the charts now. It's just this.
Yeah, well, that's gonna be
He
us
just has
soon.
to,
We're on our
you
way.
know, yeah, true.
That
True.
is, yeah. Once if we can just get the podcast started,
Yeah.
that I feel was what he did well. Is
Yeah.
he was able to start a podcast on time with the right equipment, and then he just started. It just took off from there. You know,
Yeah.
when he used to start him a half hour late, not as good. Not
Is
as good a
this-
podcast.
Does this dog bite?
Yes.
Oh yeah. But only when you stand up.
So don't pet it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if we were smart, we
looks
would put him in
old.
the back room, but we're
This
not.
is an old dog. This dog looks very old.
Dude, he's 12.
Hey.
Yeah,
Well, that's old.
he's a little 12-year-old man.
So I
He's-
can't touch it.
No. You
No.
can touch the other one. I don't know where she's at.
Where is she? Where'd she go? She should come back.
She's hiding, man. Yeah,
She's
once
just
we start the
chilling.
podcast, she's like, "Fuck it, dude. I'm not going to get any attention from these dicks." So, I'm
We
out of here.
are a bunch
I
of-
will happily give Sangria attention. Sangria is my friend.
We are a bunch of dicks on this podcast.
We are
right.
a bunch of.
I don't
dicks.
think you really introduced this wine. You kind of talked about it and then you were like, oh my gosh, this podcast. So
Fair enough. Let's.
can you introduce the wine really quick?
Yes, right now, people. Do you need a delicious Argelios? That's not like a Pinot Grigio or something. That's either way. I don't know what type of wine this is, but it is Costamalino. It is goddamn delicious. To drink with seafood, appetizers, sea bass with artichokes. Perfect for podcasts that have gone off the fucking rails and started way too goddamn late. They put it right there on the bottle. Soft textured or ripe cheeses.
This is the sponsor we deserve.
100%. But without further ado, let's take our first question from.
Whoa. We will take our first question if you introduce me.
Oh shit! Ah!
Did I even get introduced?
Yeah. I
You
introduced
did,
you.
you did.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, you guys. I'm not Suzanne Lee Shepherd. This is why
No.
we had all the technical problems.
Yes.
I swear when she's not here, it's just a bad podcast.
Yeah.
It's like we need
It's
Suzanne.
pretty garbage. Suzanne, if you're out there, come back to the podcast.
Please.
I bomb at this without you. But this is none other than the amazing stand-up comic, Amy Liska,
Thank you.
our official fill-in co-host.
Thank you. I'm the official fill-in co-host because I also live here, which is always easy.
I feel like this was a biased decision on Jake's part.
It was. You know what I mean? Like, what are you gonna do? It's you can't get a different fill-in co-host. Not if she keeps nagging me. I can't. But we are going to take our first question from the wild animals on Reddit. If you got a question to write it to loveguruspodcast@yahoo.com or watch live on YouTube at 8:30 p.m. Eastern when shit's going well. every single Thursday. We are going to take the first one from Reddit.
I'm going to read this the way Suzanne Lee Shepherd reads them.
So terrible.
Yes. I'm 24 and my sister is 30. I moved in with her and my sister almost 4 years ago when I had nowhere else to go. And I have been here forever and very grateful to them. It's a long one. So if you guys want to comment in between, go for it.
No, go on.
I live with my sister, her husband, and 4 children. Although it is
24 and she lives with
yes,
her sister.
and her sister is 30 and she has a husband and 4 children already.
That's a busy girl.
Yeah. It's called Midwest.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Suburbs, you know? They don't mess
all-
around.
They all live together and have kids.
Yeah, why not? Yeah. Right? Am I
I'm
gonna
not-
get
I'm
canceled
from
because of this for saying
Oh,
that?
yeah.
Although it is a lot of us, well, she does state it is a lot of us. I've always had my own room and I pay $600 for it.
Whoa.
Unfortunately, they're not very financially stable. So my rent money goes a long way for them. Around April of this year, she suddenly told me that the apartment management had told her that the contract wasn't getting renewed. So we had to move within a month. She told me that she had a house already, more space, a big backyard, and I could get my own bedroom plus a parking garage.
Wait, did she not have her own bedroom up to this point?
I guess not. I mean,
So
she's
she-
only 24, so
That means she got pregnant in the living room or
So
some
she,
shit,
wait,
right?
she was sharing a bedroom with who? The kids?
I guess. But now she's getting promised for $800. She's gonna get a backyard, her own bedroom, and plus a parking garage.
You can
Oh,
tell this is not New York.
I'm
You
sorry.
cannot get a fucking closet for that.
I'm
That's
sorry.
insane.
I'm sorry, I read it wrong. Her own bathroom.
Oh, see, that's a little
There you go.
different.
Yeah,
Sharing a bathroom I can accept. Sharing a bedroom would be a little weird. That'd be a little weird. I'm
Wait,
not on
keep
board
going,
with that.
keep
Yeah, yeah. It's after the age of 12. Once you start whacking off, gotta have your own room.
100%.
It gets fucking weird. It's otherwise it's like in the army, man. You got to beat off all fucking
Is there more? Is
without moving.
Oh,
so
there's
that
a lot more.
bunk
There's
beds
like-
don't shake.
there's
It's
one-
fucking
there's-
uncomfortable.
4 more paragraphs.
Keep going.
My rent would only be $800 now, but I would have my own bathroom. Sorry. Fast forward to now. It was all a lie. I pay $800 with almost my whole check, and my bathroom is everyone's bathroom. She has a bathroom in her room, but she says she likes mine better
I understand that. We've all been there.
as it has a tub and my big and a
Ooh.
bigger sink and space. She showers all the kids plus the dog there. My bathroom is always dirty. I want to move out, but yesterday morning I woke up to the kids telling me that they have a new baby sister. I was confused until my brother-in-law came into the kitchen and told me that my sister gave birth to a baby girl and showed me pictures. My sister had been pregnant this whole time and she didn't tell me.
Wait, how do you not know? That's on you.
You are the
I'm
shittiest
sorry.
sibling ever.
What the fuck? Where can I curse?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Go, I'm going to. What the actual fuck? Are you serious? Are you kidding me right now? You didn't
Dude.
know. Usually it's the other way around. Maybe she didn't know she was pregnant. If you didn't know what did you think? She just had too many pizzas? Come on.
The
Well,
fact
she
that she
did-
even admitted that shit on Reddit is insane to me. Like that, I live 7 states away from my brothers. If either one of them was pregnant, I would fucking know about it.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
that's crazy.
Especially if your brother was pregnant.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, fuck yeah, because people would be talking about that.
Absolutely.
It's a
That'd be
medical.
news.
I don't want to say miracle, but it's a medical something.
Well, okay. I am so angry as I realize now that she tricked me into moving. She kept her pregnancy a secret because she knew I wouldn't want to move in with her and 5 kids
She
now.
trapped her sister.
I want to move out, but I know without my $800, they can't afford the place. They had to find a place elsewhere and pay for something that they can't afford. I feel stuck. How do I handle this?
Is this Jane Austen?
Move the
fuck
It's
out.
a fucking novel.
Move out.
That story
Get
took
a
long.
better job.
That
I-
story took longer than setting up the podcast.
I
That was
think
pretty
it
insane.
was a
That was
long
pretty
one.
fucking
It was
insane.
very
And then there
long.
was some crazy shit at the end. I always love questions like that where they mention something kind of fucked up, like in the actual title of the
Yeah.
question, and then it keeps going, and you're like, oh no, that thing was a minnow. There's a goddamn great white shark waiting in the
Yeah.
middle of this question that's
No,
just gonna
this
bite
isn't-
us in half like
just
that fucking guy in
Move
Jaws.
out, leave, move out. What are you talking about?
I was thinking a lot about this question, and it just all
seems
goes
very
back
clear,
to
yeah.
just move out.
Yeah.
And she's like, oh, but I don't want to hurt their feelings.
No, you don't want. Clearly, you're not gonna. I assume you even wherever the hell, wherever godforsaken place they live in, you can't get a decent place.
the
for
same place
$800.
Jake and Amy are from.
I assume that you can't get a decent apartment for $800. That's the only reason that you would possibly be staying there, because it's not like you're going to stay there for the togetherness. I mean,
Yeah.
I thought I thought the kids were going to call them like mommy or something.
Yeah.
There were a lot of places I thought this was going.
Yeah,
That was not it.
I guess this is a pro-life family. I take it.
Well, I
They're
want to.
quiverful. You know about the quiverful people?
I mean, she's lived with them for basically from the start of it 4 years, and by the end of the draft by like 6 years by now.
Yeah,
And
the draft, like the army
I
draft.
know this whole thing that she wrote this. I don't know, this novel that she wrote.
I was drafted into the army and went to Vietnam, and my sister had no idea.
I mean, that's the thing.
I
Like,
just
write a
showed
sh-
up 4 years
Just
later.
write a short story and
Yeah.
submit it to a journal. Okay. You don't have to be posting this on Reddit. This is much too long.
I just don't know. I just don't know why her family is still out of this long, still not financially
So basically,
stable.
yeah, they're just taking her money and she's watching their kids. That's it.
Yeah.
and she's being
She's
a
the
pussy.
nanny.
She's
She's the nanny.
She's a pussy.
Yeah,
You're a pussy, Reddit lady. What's
Just
her name?
get out.
Joel on YouTube. This is what a cool guy Joe is. He says, Joel says, I'm here now. Sorry, I'm late. Not on you, Joel. Not on you, buddy. No, you're the man. That was me and my shitty laptop. It fucked up. The charging cord, it's dying. Anyway, but that's why the podcast looks like shit.
I mean, this is a real easy call. This one, just leave.
I feel like I've heard and seen so many of these podcasts where we will go on for hours just talking about this one question. And I feel like the question is just move out. I don't
Yeah, if
know.
I stay at my sister's for more than an hour, I leave. I'm like, I don't want to.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
you got the right idea. I mean, I really honestly feel like why are you still there? Like, how could this have lasted as long as it does? That's just, at some point you gotta.
wait. So her sister didn't get her pregnant, though. Someone else got her pregnant.
Supposedly her husband.
That's what I That would be
Ideally,
funny
it
if
would be
if
the
it was-
husband.
yeah, if it was her baby, if she got her sister pregnant, I'd be like, maybe stay. Even then, I don't think so.
Yes, the sister impregnated the other sister. It's a medical. I don't want to say miracle. I don't want to
That
say
dog- I
miracle.
thought the dog
It's
bit.
something.
Or
Well, I used to live with
he looked-
three. I used to live in an apartment with three other roommates, and it was always a rotation of different roommates. Just because everyone was
Yeah,
always doing
yeah,
different
yeah.
stuff. And I remember, in order to get a roommate out, you had to make them feel uncomfortable.
Oh yeah, of
It's like
course.
I remember, telling people that this is the time they had to leave, or they had to pay so much money, and then everyone would always try so many different tricks and say stuff. So
You mean
Yeah.
like bathing the dog in your bathroom?
Well, yeah,
I
like,
mean,
she needs to
something
be-
like
if
that.
she
I mean,
really
that's
wants
what she's
them.
doing. They clearly there's nothing. I mean, she's taking care of 4 kids.
Yeah.
They're washing the dog in her in her tub, the bathroom that they promised
That's
her,
her
whatever the
tub.
hell that means. I mean, come on. I mean, it's
Just be like, yeah,
this is a ridiculous woman.
I'm having a prayer meeting. Just say something.
This woman needs to grow up.
yeah, she needs to honestly just
and
make them feel uncomfortable. Like, I don't know, like kind of just like lock doors,
and-
change locks,
yeah,
do
and
weird
fuck-
stuff.
and fuck the sister and the husband for taking advantage of a retarded girl.
You can't say that anymore.
We're not supposed to use that word.
What girl? Sorry, I assumed her gender. No, but it's bull. Sorry, I'm gonna get us canceled.
She
It's bullshit,
prefers
though.
the term I'm so drunk at all times that my
Yeah.
baby will come out funny. You know?
Oh my goodness. Yeah, no.
Joel on
leave.
YouTube says, do you have an incest question I could ask him real quick?
Ask who?
I don't know, the guy who wrote the question, I guess, even though it's a lady.
It was a girl.
Yeah. But
Joe, are you not listening right now? We
came
don't
late.
tolerate.
It's-
Well, no, I-
Joel, you're
As
being
our only
so-
listener, you need to step up your game.
I fucked up the links, man. I had the podcast going on at a different YouTube link originally. So Joel, totally not your fault. Also, Tyler on YouTube says, Hey, Joel, I'm watching now. Fucking A, Tyler. Glad
Yeah.
Dad's in here.
All right, welcome,
Yes.
Tyler.
Welcome.
Love a good white listener.
You know what? I don't even know what to,
No, he's Swahili.
Tyler.
Yes.
I feel like we started really late. I feel
No, but
like
this story is juicy.
I don't
Fucking
think
A.
it
Was-
is. I don't think it is. I think we just need to move on. I feel like it's like one of those things like next. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm
Next.
with you. I think
Yeah.
we've killed this.
It would be
idiot enough.
interesting if she's like, I'm afraid to be alone. Like that would be then
Yeah, if she said something, I mean, give me something. Give me some reason why you're still there.
All right, what I'm gonna
is
do.
Is she the one that was pregnant and her sister didn't know she was pregnant, or other way around?
The
It was
other
a
way
sick-
around.
Other way
Yeah.
around.
Okay.
Okay,
Then-
listen, what I want this girl to do is I want her to take her novel back. I want her to rewrite it, make it a little bit better, maybe catch my attention a little bit more, stop complaining, and really look at the situation and bring it back. And maybe I'll talk about it a little bit longer.
Yeah.
I don't trust a sister that doesn't tell the other sister she's pregnant. I
Here's-
think something's up. I
here's a
think she's some kind of
compromise.
Russian
But
spy or
again,
something.
how do you not know?
Yeah, that's
Oh,
fucking.
yeah.
How do you sneak that one by you for 9 whole months?
I mean,
Well, if someone's really big, because she's had 4 kids, you don't know how big she is.
Yeah,
Oh,
here's
man.
I
here's
guess I mean, I'm not saying it's impossible, but I also,
I mean,
I was once with a bigger woman, and in the throes of passion, she went into
bigger
labor.
woman.
I had no idea. I had no idea.
I mean,
I'm
there's-
like, what the hell is going on here?
here's a good compromise. Leave and take 2 of the kids. It would help out.
There you
She'd
go.
get out of there, but she'd also take the burden off the parents.
I mean, she's got too many kids. If she's not even bothering to tell the family members she's pregnant, I mean, it's not even a big deal to her anymore.
that's like
It's
the
just kinda
show.
like,
I
yeah,
didn't,
it's
I
Tuesday.
didn't, I didn't know my sister was pregnant.
Right.
Is that a new like
It should be.
Lifetime?
Yeah, instead of I didn't
oh,
know.
absolutely. Oh, that's got to be a Jerry
That's-
Springer category.
Yeah, new Lifetime.
I
show,
didn't know
Jerry
my
Springer.
sister was pregnant.
It's. I hope she just. I got something to tell you, Linda. I'm 9 months pregnant. I'm having another kid in your place, and then she hits her
What?
with the chair. Like, no, I told you no more of these.
And
things."
you're the father.
Yeah. What? Oh, it's not immaculate conception, but
I'm
it's
a-
something.
And I'm a man too. It just gets worse.
It's-
And you did 9/11. It just keeps fucking.
I mean, I've had a dick our entire lives. How did you not notice this? I don't shave, but once every 2 weeks. What do you?
That was a great impression of a transgender person.
Not-
That
No,
was,
she's
that was
not
terrific.
transgender.
Between that and the R
She's-
word, we're totally.
Yes.
We're totally done.
No.
We're
My-
done.
My lady identified as a dude the whole time. Her sister's just dumb as fuck and thought she had a sister. Like, this is 100% of the sister, not even trans. Her sister just wasn't paying attention to the gender of her sibling.
Yeah.
There you go. Uncanceled. Huh? He's still kind of
Hey.
canceled,
There
but
you
not
go.
me.
All right.
I'm only half canceled.
You can't cancel me. I don't even exist.
I zoned
true.
out, so I'm not a part of this. I can still be on SNL, right?
Yes,
Yeah, sure.
Okay, all right.
you're hired.
Thank
Fucking
you.
A.
So should we go on to the next question? I
Yeah.
don't know.
Absolutely. Next question on the Love Gurus podcast.
Maybe a smarter question would be nice.
Well, this one is also another long one. It's a long.
Okay.
I feel like
We'll
Suzanne does,
interrupt you.
she knows I'm dyslexic, so she throws me like the long question.
We secretly like to watch you read out loud and just give you the. I'll read them too. I don't give a shit. But either way,
no, I
we
think
are-
oh shit.
What's up?
I
Sorry.
think the dyslexic person should be the one to read everything.
Oh fuck yeah,
Way
yeah.
more fun.
It's that's not. Dyslexic people. That's not what I call them.
Oh no.
Starts with an R.
Yeah,
Don't want to
you're
say it
gonna
on the
throw- oh, we
podcast.
already said it.
Really cool. Is that what you were going to
Yes,
say?
really cool. Not canceled. Thank you. All right. Next question on the Love Gurus podcast. People write your questions into loveguruspodcast@yahoo.com. Give us your questions live on YouTube, 8:30 p.m. Eastern, every single Thursday, unless I'm late as fuck, because tech problem.
I have a ring that was my grandmother's engagement ring from her high school
Sell it.
sweetheart.
Pawn it off.
Yeah. Take it to Adam Sandler from Uncut Gems. See what he gives you for it.
From her high school sweetheart who was killed in Korea. You guys, now you take back
What
that joke.
the fuck? No.
No.
He was-
No.
Now
Sell it.
it's worth way more now.
It's still got the
It's got, a
finger
good,
in it.
it's got a good story.
It's still got the finger in it. It's a war
Yeah.
memento. It belongs in a museum.
Okay. He was killed in Korea, who still had the finger in it before he got married. Okay. So they never got married. So it was an engagement ring before they ever got married and he got killed. She says I was the only person she ever told the story to of respect for her grandpa, but she still treasured the ring and the boyfriend's memory and she wanted me to have it.
Whoa.
That's like, who's this girl? Like, are you sleeping
Now
with
this
her?
is a good one.
Yeah.
I know. I feel like the grandma's sleeping with this girl. Wow. Okay. About a month ago, I lost the ring.
Fuck me.
Oh,
Yes.
What a dumb bitch.
We have a winner.
Your father hid the ring, the only place that the bastards couldn't find it, in his ass. Now, don't give it to anyone. Don't lose it at all.
It feels like all these questions are just, hey, I'm really stupid. Can you help me? Be less stupid.
You
I
lost a Korean War ring. Holy fuck. A Korean War dead vet engagement ring, dude. That's
Said,
crazy.
it would be so funny if it's the same woman who still lives with her sister. Just having a busy week.
I'm just not good with men. I lose their grandma's rings. That's why they keep knocking me up and I don't stick around. I can't afford this apartment without them.
I was super depressed and figured it must have gone down a sink or a vacuum or something. Well, this past weekend, I get a knock at my door, and this cute guy in his 30s asked if I was Alyssa, and I said yes. He said he said that he was a supervising civil engineer in our city's recycling center. And about a month ago, one of the sorters found the ring in an Amazon box and gave him the box and the ring. He said he tried to contact me via phone and social media for a couple of weeks, thought about mailing the ring, but didn't want to get lost. So he decided to hand deliver it to the address of the box, hand deliver it to the address of the box, and hoped it worked. All right. So I immediately busted into tears, and I saw this ring, and I only got the first name. I think I said thank you, and I think he said that he was happy, and I was very happy, and that and his plan had worked. And then he said that he let me have a moment and he left. I started to feel bad that I blew the guy off, and I did some soul.
I was thinking the same thing. I feel bad I blew the guy.
I didn't mean to suck his dick. It's just there's no other way to tip Amazon delivery guys. Jeff Bezos won't let them keep it. You can't take that blowjob from him, can you, Jeff?
I started to feel bad that I blew the guy off. So
That expression just shouldn't exist. It's too close to
it's
something
too much.
dirty.
It's too much.
So I did
Especially when Christopher Walken, I blew the guy off.
So I
Like,
did
when
some
he says it,
social
there's
media
always pauses.
searching and found his Instagram. I created a new account and sent him a message thanking him. He has not responded, so I don't think he's very active. I found out where he works, and I wanted to surprise him and ask him to dinner or coffee or drinks as a way of saying thank you. When I told my sister about the plan, she said, absolutely not.
You have to watch my kids.
Nice callback.
She said I was being an idiot. She said it was nice. It was nice of the guy to return the ring, but his behavior is so suspect. She said that
His behavior is
What?
suspect. His behavior is suspect.
yes, his behavior is so suspect.
Not her behavior.
No. She said that I have no idea who this guy is, and all we know is that he stalked my address from the Amazon box, which is probably massively against the rules of his job. And she said that this is how dumb girls end up dead in a ditch.
She's
What?
definitely.
That's not the only way dumb girls end up dead in the ditch.
That's
Now,
true.
Come on.
And I don't get me wrong. She is dumb and will end up in a ditch, but not from this. It's going to be from like many of the other things that she does throughout her day.
But she wants to know, what should I do?
Yeah, her sister's definitely a Republican for sure.
I'm sorry.
You don't
Make
break
the love
corporate
connection.
rules.
Come on, give it a try.
First of all, she has not mentioned her having a boyfriend at all or
No,
anything.
yeah.
And you're not gonna like take this guy out and at least thank him.
You stay in public
Yeah.
places. I mean, that's the thing. I mean, what do you just not date?
I don't know.
I mean, like you can't assume there's nothing that this guy has done.
And it's not like he like stalked. Like he didn't like send her a bunch of messages. She can't even get.
Well,
in touch
apparently
with him.
tried. He tried.
Well,
He tried.
yeah,
to get
man.
in touch
But
with her.
she
On a
wasn't
first
responsive
date,
to it.
like, what are you gonna? I mean, as a former sadomasochistic masochist before we met, but
And also after, but before.
yeah, but she-
and also yesterday.
Yeah. It's like, do you know how hard it is to murder women on a first date?
Oh,
I mean,
it's
they
tough.
want to, let's go to a restaurant. No, I don't want to meet you.
I really
in
don't
the
want this
woods.
podcast to come
It's,
up with
you know, it's tough. It's tough out there for serial killers,
Well,
especially in
no, the
2021 with all
point
these
is-
fucking serial
Yeah.
killer
point
docs.
is-
Oh, don't have a first date in the woods. They're all a bunch of goddamn prudes now.
You guys, the point is he already knows where she lives.
And he hasn't even stalked her.
That's true.
What a
If he wanted
sweetheart.
to kill her, it would have already happened.
Right.
You know, he knows where she lives. He did the right thing. For some reason, he realized this was a big thing. And I think she should go out of her way.
That's
Rita.
true. That's a good point. If he had,
This is a lifetime
Yeah,
story.
I
you
don't
guys.
know
Yeah.
that she needs to go to his job.
Isn't this the plot of
and
Blood Diamond?
I don't know that I don't know that she needs to go to his job.
yeah, and this guy is
start.
Leo DiCaprio. He's the hottest fucking maybe stalker ever.
I don't know that she needs to go to his job
But
and track him down.
I'm
That's
sorry.
that may be his.
Yeah,
little
that's a bit
business.
much.
I mean, if you
She-
message the guy, he doesn't respond. Maybe whatever, he's shy.
That's a good
And
point.
he
You don't
works at
necessarily need to
Amazon,
do
right?
that.
He works at Amazon.
So he
Yeah.
said he was a civil engineer.
I mean, here's the thing. Every time I went to a woman's job to track her down, you know what I got called? Stalker. She's the goddamn stalker, not him. He's just a
But
nice guy to return
Amazon's
a
a
ring.
big company. Where is she?
He
gonna
made it a
find her?
point
True.
that the
He doesn't work at
sorters,
Amazon.
the sorters found the ring and gave it to him, who was the supervisor.
It was she recycled the box, right?
So yeah, so the sorters gave, I guess they sort our stuff and then give it to the people, but like saying that he is higher than the sorters.
So he's got a good
Wow.
job.
There you
he's,
go.
he's a supervisor.
yeah,
He's got a
and,
Yeah,
and
there you go.
she does point out that he knocks on my door, cute in his 30s.
Ooh, well, that
Yeah.
changes
And-
everything.
and not.
He's the one that makes people pee in bottles.
Yeah.
Amazon.
Maybe she didn't
He's the
tell. Maybe she
fucking
didn't
man.
tell her sister that he's cute. Because if he's cute,
Ah,
how could anyone cute be a serial
That's what I'm
killer? I
saying.
mean, come on.
and also in their 30s, serial
He-
killing is a young man's game.
He also,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, he also just like left her kind of be like, let me give you your time, and then because she just started crying right away, and he just like left her and walked away, like,
Yeah.
I'll give you this time to yourself. I'm sorry, I would have stood there for an hour waiting for a tip. like, okay, where's my reward? I'll let you settle down. I don't know. I mean, this guy was just gave her the ring and then left.
It would be great if everyone who submitted questions always took our advice and it was always wrong.
yeah.
Horribly wrong, and it ruined their lives.
well, I give almost exclusively bad advice,
Yeah.
so I really hope they're doing what I'm saying.
yeah. No, I think you go out with the guy. Come on, go out with him.
Yeah.
Yeah, hit him up. See what you can find. I mean, by the way, this idea that your only options are social media or show up at his job is it's such a millennial thing. Like, you could call him,
But
Right.
the
pick
story,
up the phone. You
Yeah.
can find out. I mean, if you know where he works,
100%.
if you're going to show up at his job, you know where he works. Pick up the fucking phone
But
and
it's-
give him a call. Why is that such a? It's called a landline. We've had them for years.
but the story is like a 1920s love story with the ring, and he returned it, and it's so bizarre.
Can we just talk really quick? Because I feel like there's details missed, because she says the grandma gave her the ring, but then somehow it ends up in an Amazon box.
It is weird.
Like, did she not give it to her like
Yeah.
in her hand? Or was it like, I'm going to send this to you? Brr,
So
here you
the
go.
grandma gave her the ring.
The grandma says, but I don't know how it ended up in an Amazon package. I'm like,
That's fucking
Again,
weird.
we're
yeah.
not dealing. This seems to be a theme. We're not dealing with the smartest people.
Yeah, that's a good point. She wasn't like, I just lost my grandma's irreplaceable ring. I'm going to go continue being the CEO of something.
I mean,
Or,
well,
like,
I mean,
inventing
I've
things.
lost things. I mean, yeah, I
Sure.
can honestly say that I've lost
No,
things.
yeah, me too.
But it wasn't like I just accidentally threw it in an Amazon box.
Right. That's a pretty fucking wild thing to lose. And that's a pretty wild way to lose it. Like,
Oh, wait,
that's insane.
Turns out Amy was just reading the plot of a Nicholas Sparks novel. Here's the real question. No, I think go out with him, but that's just because I think women should always go out with men. Throw that.
Well, the question isn't should I go out with him. The question is should I contact him?
Yes.
Like,
Sure.
should I get in touch with him? It's
I'm
like
taking it one-
absolutely
I'm
take
taking
a
it
well,
one
shot.
she feels bad that she never gave him a proper thank you. Yes, contact the guy.
And go out with
Give it-
him.
Give him a proper thank you, not what you guys.
But
are
if you
thinking.
want, but if you want to go out with the guy, that's fine. I mean, look, she obviously is interested because she thinks he's cute. So it's hard to meet people.
And also, if they ever do get married, could you imagine that How We Met story?
Oh,
it's
fantastic.
Yeah,
That would make me
Fantastic.
go out with him just right
Oh
there.
my
That
gosh,
How
you
We
can write
Met
a book about that.
I mean, this
Aw.
has the makings of a great story.
Okay, as a believer
She's
in
being
ghosts,
selfish.
like I love ghosts, I love psychics, and it's just it has the grandpa's
It's QAnon for women.
it
I'm
has
telling
the it has the Korean grandpa's name written all over it. It's like
Yeah.
you lose a ring and you bring it to the recycling, they're shifting through it, and for some strange reason, a person who hates their job actually brings that ring back to the supervisor and doesn't just say fuck it,
Yeah.
or bring it back to his own like family and just like,
Yeah.
and then this guy does all this stuff to say, you know, hey, hi, blah, blah, blah. And then on top of that, he's cute. And then on top of that, it seems like he's a manager.
Yeah.
And on top of that, he's in his 30s. And then you're not going to marry him? Like,
She
this
couldn't- she
doesn't make
couldn't-
sense.
I
to
love
me.
how you've already jumped to marriage. I love how their entire interaction
I was
was,
expecting, yeah.
here's your ring.
Yeah.
I have to go now. And
Yeah.
that's it. That's all they've got. You already booked the wedding hall.
I know.
No, this is the
Eternal
dead
optimist.
Korean, almost married.
He's
the
a
grandma.
sweetheart, yeah.
Yeah, he's a great guy.
I
Oh,
was-
that's terrific. I think it's a lovely story.
He picked this dude for her. That's what I'm saying. He hand chose this dude
Oh.
for her, and she's not
Yeah.
respecting the dead.
She couldn't have, yeah. Like, imagine the next sentence just, and he had a huge
Yeah.
cock.
Yeah. If she ever, God help her, if she ever touches a Ouija board, the thing is going to be like, this is your dead grandmother. You're a fucking
idiot.
moron. He had a huge cock. He had a huge cock. That's what the Ouija board's going to tell you.
I also just feel like it's also, besides all that, I just feel like it's one of those situations where like, I should have said thank you. I should have just
Yeah,
said, like,
we've
you
all been
know,
there.
If she didn't say thank you, then what the fuck?
she
I mean,
said she doesn't know if she remembers because she was crying so much. So she thinks she says she.
so
thought
she
said
starts
thank
crying. The
you.
guy is backing away slowly.
Yeah.
I mean, it sounds to me like the love connection may already have been blown.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
no.
Dude, if I handed a lady a ring that she like lost or whatever, and she just went, ah, and it started, I'd be like, that's a ghost. Like, this lady's a
Yeah,
ghost.
yeah.
I like cursed it. This is like feeding a gremlin after midnight. I don't know what the fuck just happened. I'm gonna die now.
Oh no, you guys, I just thought of something. Maybe the guy, you know, was going through a hard time and was like, you know what, maybe this could be my girl, and made this huge thing in his head. So he went out of his way to bring back this ring because he just saw the name Alyssa and it looked so beautiful. And then when he opened the door and he gave back the ring, he realized, I'm just not that into you. And that's how he
Ah.
started
Yeah, yeah,
backing away, like, oh
Yeah.
no.
I mean,
But he wasn't looking for. He could be married. I mean, that's the thing. I mean, there's a lot of missing pieces here. All we want to
That's
do is
true.
find out.
We don't know
We
this
want to
guy.
know what's going on. So I mean, she needs to pick up the phone. I know I'm such a dick. All I think that she should do is just call him.
I
Yeah.
Just
agree.
give him a call.
Well, she can't
It's
get a
not
hold of him, but she found out where she was.
She tried social media. She made a new account. Now that's
Mm.
interesting. Why would she make a new account? That's actually a key detail that doesn't
Yeah.
really make any sense.
Sounds like we're dealing with a lunatic here.
I mean,
You
I
know,
have to make
yes,
a new account so I
yes.
can contact this guy.
That's fucking
so
weird.
if I get a message, if you get a message on social media from an account with no followers, does that make you think, oh, this must be legitimate? I mean,
Were you in the FBI at one time? I didn't get that call.
You know what? And we do try to point this out at least once a podcast. I try to err against the people writing the questions because, well, for for one thing, it's on Reddit and they're kind of crazy. But B, more importantly, these questions are their pro-them propaganda. It's like their Fox News, their MSNBC, their North Korean state-run news if they happen to inherit the entire country.
Yeah.
So when they leave out key details like that, there's a fucking reason for it. It would make them look bad if they actually filled this in on that, because it was a pretty detailed question, you know?
yeah, that
And she skimmed right over the.
this was another novel.
This was another novel.
Yeah.
And she left that out of the fucking novel. If it was 3 sentences and she left shit out, fine. But like this was several paragraphs, and she just kind of skipped
Yeah.
right past the new account thing. It's
Yeah.
like, nah, she knows she's fucking weird.
So you say you normally go against the people right?
I err against them because, like I said, it's going to be bias in their favor. Whatever agenda they have here, that's the one that's going to get pushed, and so that's what they're going to cut the edges off
Yeah,
and
also,
make fit in this box. That's
none-
100%.
Can none of these people afford therapy? Like this would take care of
Reddit
all
is
of
their
us.
therapy,
Yeah,
bro.
right.
We're their therapy.
Yeah, I don't know. I unfortunately, when I made my Reddit username, it's my name. So it's not, which wasn't smart, but I didn't really think
You have
about
a
it.
Reddit
man.
account?
Yeah, of course I have a Reddit account.
Do you
yeah,
know who
dude.
this person is?
No, I know.
Oh.
I have no idea who this person. I'm never on Reddit.
I feel like I just said like, oh, you live in Connecticut. Do you know
Let-
so and
Can you guys
so?
pass me that bottle real quick?
The last
Yeah.
last time I
the bottle.
last time I
what
posted
wanna
on
know.
Reddit was I had a
Oh,
problem with Yahoo Fantasy Football, and that was my
Yahoo Fantasy Football.
But can you tell me how to get my league on my app because it
That's
doesn't
funny.
work because I'm old. I don't
Yeah.
use technology anymore.
Yeah. Send
I,
a young person to install it.
Yeah, exactly.
Reddit, they're vicious on Reddit. some of those
Dude,
people.
I fucking love Reddit. We used to, so a little bit behind the scenes for the
Thank
show. We used to take the questions from Yahoo Answers, and then Yahoo Answers closed down, and we were like, "Oh, I don't know if the
Oh,
is the
has it?
show
I've been
gonna be as
writing
good?"
on Yahoo Answers for months.
Yeah,
Where did those nudniks go?
Really? Are you
That's
serious?
why no one's answering. Them. No, I'm just kidding.
But no, Yahoo Answers closed down, and we were like, "Man, I wonder if we're gonna find something else as good." Accidentally, the best thing that ever happened to a podcast because the people on Reddit are out of their fucking minds,
Yeah.
and so the questions are much crazier.
Yeah, no,
I
I think if you're on Reddit, you should just probably kill yourself. I think you're. No, I'm just kidding.
Kill yourself, Reddit people.
I got called a pussy on Reddit by a guy named Internet Dick Juice.
Now, I'm really sorry. I didn't mean to call you an insult.
Internet
Dick Juice. That was his
Juice?
Reddit. Juice.
Like, okay.
J-U-I-C-E.
It's kind of an inspired name.
Yeah,
If we're being
yeah.
honest. That's
That's
really
pretty good.
It's a hell of
I
a
do like
username.
that. We should have called this podcast Internet Dick Juice Podcast, and I think we would be Joe Rogan would be
Hang
asking
on.
to come on to our show.
I'm going to
You
go
know what I mean?
register internetdickjuice.com right
Yes.
now.
I don't know.
Internet
Are
Dick
we
Juice.
done with this?
All
I
right,
don't
so we
know.
have back to
So
back
are we
morons.
all agreeing that she should contact
Yes,
this guy?
Yes,
contact him.
absolutely.
Yeah.
But not, it doesn't have to be so dramatic. Everybody's trying to make a movie out of their lives.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be that big.
It'd
a
be
deal.
funny if she contacts him and gets murdered, and then we get brought on trial.
Yeah, and dude, I hope like the prosecution is like insanely impassioned. I
Yeah.
hope, you know what I mean? Like the speech is like Matthew McConaughey at the end of A Time to Kill, and he's just
Yeah.
like, now imagine that the Reddit user was white. Imagine they were white, and like
I
he's
don't
just
see
wigging the
color.
fuck out. Yeah, yeah.
I love how quickly we blow up like we're so important right now.
Yeah. We are, man. We are God in this space.
I do that all the time. I'm like, something's good going for my day today. And I'm like, I'm gonna win that Oscar. And then I start going over my speech during the Oscar.
Joel on YouTube says, Jake, Skype me. I don't want to go around the house troubleshooting with the AC guy. Yes, I that is how you know a podcast is going well, when the live chats are all like trying to troubleshoot the podcast. That's
What is
I
going
like-
on?
no, he just said he'd help me troubleshoot the podcast. Oh,
Yeah.
friend of the show, Rob Rigo says James Fontillo looks less fat than usual.
See, they were saying they look fatter on here.
I look way fatter on this camera. Yeah, we usually use a better camera. We usually
This is called the fat camera.
anybody who's watching, my other laptop fucking died, so we started late as shit, and we're just doing it over Zoom.
And we have
And
back-to-back morons asking us
Yes.
questions on Reddit.
Oh, dude, it's gonna be back to back to back to back to back. It's all morons on Reddit. That's why it's so great.
I only weigh 97 pounds, by the way.
That's true.
Wow, congratulations.
Thank you. Should I go to the
She's
next
not
one?
thin, but she's only 4 feet tall. You can't tell by the camera. It makes her taller and wider. It's weird.
Do you want to sponsor the next wine?
Oh yeah. We haven't done a little.
This is a commercial break brought to you
guess
by our
so.
sponsor.
Yes.
Come juice wine.
Do you need wine that kind of tastes like cum juice, but it's a little bit better? You can't do better than Alberti Pinot Grigio.
Nothing against cum juice.
Yes. Especially if it's internet cum juice. A tribute to one of Italy's most beloved varietals. I don't know what the fuck that means.
Varietals.
Varietals.
It's the name
Yeah.
of grape.
Dude, I'm learning how to read.
The varietal means a grape.
Ah, gotcha.
It's like, what's the name of a grape?
People, I'm learning how to read. This is amazing. Alberti Pinot Grigio is fresh with lively fruit flavors. This well-balanced, crisp white was created by the Apisi family to reflect the quality and passion central to Italian winemaking.
And you wanted to read the questions?
Why does it feel like we're sponsoring Molly instead of
Yeah.
wine? This music is hard drug music.
My grandfather lent me a ring, and I lost it in a fucking Amazon package. Hopefully, after this wine bottle gets printed, I find it, especially if the guy's hot. The wine pairs well with any fish, pasta, and white meal.
Yeah, we know what wine goes with.
Yeah, it's dude.
It goes with depression.
I don't know, man. We
sorry.
get some cheap wines on here. Sometimes they're like, dude, it's good with fruity pebbles. It's good with like fruit
Like,
roll-ups.
imagine you get
Mostly
imagine you get like a pizza delivered. He's like, yeah,
Yeah.
it goes good with TV. You can play video
Uh-huh.
games with it.
Yeah,
Soda you
yeah.
can have with it.
Uh-huh. You'd cry if you just had a breakup. You know what I mean? If you lost your grandmother's priceless ring.
And then someone gave it back, but you didn't thank him because you were a fucking cunt.
Yeah. Oh, dude, here's where it gets really dumb. And it says, and it is also ideal as an aperitif. I don't know what that means, but
Aperitif.
aperitif. Yes.
Aperitif.
What is an aperitif?
Aperitif is like before your meal, like a little.
Oh, dude,
Oh
fucking.
no,
A.
aperitif is after. Excuse me, aperitif is after.
Oh, dude, I want the one that's before. I hate eating sober. Ugh, gross.
Like aperitif, like when you're done, like a Turkish brandy or something. A wine.
Ah.
A wine is not really an aperitif.
Yeah.
That's a strange choice.
But here's what it says afterwards.
Bougie.
That is not so strange, but dumb that they had to say it. It said, serve chilled. You know, as opposed to all the Pinot Grigio you drink fucking room temperature. Do you think we're animals, Alberti Pinot Grigio? Do you think we're fucking animals on this podcast? Well, you're only half right. Al,
That's the next question.
Pinot Grigio.
My sister served me wine that wasn't chill.
Should I kick her pregnant ass out of my house? She's always getting drunk. All
And
8 months
serving me
pregnant,
wine that's not
and
chill.
serving me warm Pinot Grigio. I said, bitch, you're too drunk to have this baby. What are you doing serving me warm wine?
Why are
Anyway.
you drinking it when you're pregnant?
Because it's the weekends. What do you think?
Oh, yeah.
Next question on the Love Gurus podcast.
Ooh, this one's a good one. My husband is a very aggressive driver. He doesn't know how to properly brake. He doesn't release his foot from the gas pedal like ever.
Sounds like a man.
Fucking A.
He runs over civilians.
God damn right.
He considers old ladies points. 10 points.
He doesn't release his foot from the gas pedal like ever, especially when he's about to brake. So it's constantly hard stops or very rough. He also likes to brake last second. He also can't calculate distance very well. Ugh.
Oh shit. That's a rough combo.
I feel
I was
like
with
he
this
has-
guy until
I
that.
feel like we need to know if he has one eye or not. I don't know.
I think that was a very polite marital way of saying this motherfucker crashes into things. I mean, if you
Yeah.
break at the last second and you're nearsighted, you
Yeah.
crashed into shit.
Wait,
dude.
what's the-
Like, that's
Well,
just this is what happens.
you wanna know
Now
what the
I'm on the
next
edge of my seat.
Yeah, yeah,
This is
The
fascinating.
next sentence says, additionally, my husband usually drives us everywhere. I clam up a lot because we were in 2 accidents when he was driving.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's a
yeah.
problem.
The first was 100% preventable on his end and for said reasons above. However, my husband gets defensive whenever I bring up his driving skills. He also doesn't like when I clam up because he thinks I don't trust him driving. I mean, I don't, but I don't want him to hurt. I don't want to hurt his feelings. How do I tell him?
Does he also not like when you walk into doors?
I mean,
This sounds like a
This sounds like a cry for help.
Yeah.
I mean, blink twice. Is this a hostage
Does she
situation?
not know?
What are
does
we
she
talking
not know
about?
who's
here?
on Reddit? Like,
Oh my-
It's only it's
like-
only sad.
probably him and all his friends.
It's only sad domestic abusers and the women they've beaten.
I
That's
know,
that's
right?
it.
Reddit is
feel-
also known as incelhomepage.com.
Oh, yeah,
You
dude.
know, I mean,
Oh,
so
yeah.
I don't think she's going to.
I don't want to hurt his feelings. He got into a car accident twice.
Oh my God.
One that could totally have been preventable, but
He
I don't
hurt
know.
your neck, Linda. You
As
have a brace
someone,
on. Like,
as someone who
hurt his
does
feelings.
not have a driver's license and is only just now getting a learner's permit,
Really?
Yes.
Wait, are you actually gonna drive soon?
I would hope, but it's not. We'll find
Oh my
out.
gosh, it's like you're
Nice.
16.
You can't brake. You can't slam on the brakes, or they won't give you your license. You know, that's what my wife told me.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you gotta.
You can't
gotta
do that. You got to be very
really-
ease into it.
Yeah.
So it's interesting to me that this man
Good.
already has a license. He's
Yeah.
just slamming on the brakes
Uh-huh.
willy nilly. It's just if he had to take a test, he'd fail.
No, but
yeah,
it
dude,
shows.
those cock blockers at the DMV will take it away from you if you crash during
That's
the test.
right.
I said, fuck you. It
If
doesn't
you
say,
hit someone, you fail.
yeah,
That is
yeah.
that is the rule.
It doesn't say in the Constitution I can't hit somebody in the DMV test. Okay, you
Yeah.
fucking commies. How dare you?
I failed my road test 3 times.
Yeah.
wow. But now I'm a great driver.
He's the husband from the question. I
yeah,
love it.
he's so funny. Yeah.
No, but I feel like you're bringing up a good point. I feel like he knows what he needs to do. He just doesn't do it. Like he's done it before. He has the resistance to go against it. He just doesn't do it. Like it's not like it's people with anger problems. It's like, oh, you made me angry, but you wouldn't hit a 3-year-old child, but you would hit like your wife
or a
made you angry.
4-year-old child. Yeah.
I don't know.
A 5-year-old.
I don't know why I became very specific with that age.
That was very specific. That was
So
yeah,
you
yeah.
have.
that was suspiciously specific.
Right?
If I'm being honest.
Yeah, that's a weird one. That's a weird one to
Thankfully, we
call
don't
out.
have a 3-year-old child. But like,
Keep the 4-year-olds away from me. is what I'm trying to say.
Whereas
So what
I
is
think
her
that's a little late.
question?
I start right at the terrible twos. I start jabbing it too. You know what I mean? They get a little bit
Please
of
don't
a,
hit children.
they get a little bit of
You
a
should
straight
never hit
shot once
children. It's
on their
terrible.
5th birthday if they're fucking around at
Yeah,
Chuck
and
E.
if
Cheese.
anyone asks,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
they're too. They can't walk. They're clumsy.
But I'm not an animal. They don't start getting hooks and uppercuts until they're like 8, 9
Wait,
years
so
old.
what is her question?
no, it shows that he can, like, he knows what to do. He's done it before. He got his license. Am I?
I'm just no. I mean, presumably, I mean, there's so much bad driving. I mean, there's tremendous amounts of bad driving. The thing that scares me the most about having a license is terrible driving, just
Uh-huh.
truly egregious. I mean, you see people on the highway and they're like zipping in and
That's
out
true.
between lanes.
I've
And
seen
it's
some
like,
I
holy
hate,
crap!
I hate driving. Yeah.
It just, it's crazy.
Dude,
But-
some of the best times
so
of my
this
life
is-
were spent zipping in and out of stuff on the highway.
This is one of the bad drivers. This guy sucks. So I don't know what you do when someone is a terrible driver. I mean, that is a tough one. I mean, what are you going to say? I'm going to divorce you?
I want to
Wait,
like.
hang on real quick. Joel on YouTube says, I'd never hit a 3-year-old child. That sounds suspicious as fuck.
Yeah, but he's probably not allowed near kids.
Again, very specific about the age. We're being a little too specific. I never hit a child is what we're looking for.
Honestly, I don't know what this is. What I would do, I would stop getting in fights with him, and I would get my own car.
Bingo.
Period.
Get your own
They might
car.
have the money,
though.
Refuse to
Well,
ride with
I
him.
don't have the money. Okay, do you have like a life? I don't know what to say. It's like I don't have the money, but
For a second car, it's expensive. They're gonna pay for
it
that.
is.
We
But
don't have a first car. I mean, not to
Okay,
give the
I don't-
listeners.
I don't want to. No,
By
say
choice.
say to
Yeah.
him,
But if
I
I
don't
had-
want to ride with you anymore.
Yeah.
I don't feel safe in this car. And this is hard. I mean, I
It is
just-
hard,
It's
but-
not. That's not an easy conversation.
And
to have.
also, please stop hitting me.
please stop hitting the 3-year-old.
Can you at least hit me and the boy open-handed like before we were married? You know, like I'm tired of taking the fucking now you're planting the feet and twisting. It used to just be elbows. It used to just be wham.
I do not
Now it's
support the
ah.
spousal abuse and child abuse. I do
Yeah.
not support it. I just want to be clear about that.
Do you
Yeah,
wanna get
you
on
should
SNL?
try
Is that
real
what's going
hard
on
not
right
That's
now?
exactly right.
People
My
try.
goal is to be on
Yeah.
SNL. I don't want to be canceled.
Lauren Michaels, if you're watching, I try real hard not to hit my wife and kids. I try real fucking hard.
You know, I feel like me opening the show by saying retard really just opened the floodgates.
Dude,
we're all, it's all
know,
hands on deck.
We're
It's getting
dude, we're
crazy.
testing on a different bell curve
Yeah.
now. It's we can't help it.
Oh man. No, I think that look, actually this one is one of the better. This is the best one. This is one I actually have to think about.
It's
I
a
don't
tough
know,
one.
it is a tough
It's a
one.
fucking
This
tough
is
one.
not
You know,
easy.
And you know how I was talking all that shit last question about, oh, this is their pro them propaganda.
Yeah,
This is
yeah,
blah, 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 blah.
Mhm.
I mean, I hate to say it, but this lady sounds like a good person. And so it's
And
hard.
he's just a guy. Some guys drive fast.
Eh.
No. What do you say? I mean, literally,
What
what
do
are
you
you
say?
going to do? I mean, are you going to actually say
It's
to
a
your
tough one
husband,
to bring up.
I won't ride in the car with you. I don't feel safe. I
That's
mean,
a hell of a fucking gauntlet to
that's
throw
a
down.
huge thing to
Yeah.
say.
Because I've had complaints about my driving, and it's a harder thing to control than you think. It's kind of just like a memory thing. with
Yeah.
Driving, you just do things the way that you're used to doing them, so it's probably hard for him to stop. Because no one's like, I'm going to be a reckless driver. You don't say that.
I mean, as a bad driver, if my wife ever told me to slow down,
Yeah.
I mean, she would have to make up stories about where the bruises came
Yeah,
from. She would have to
no,
start
exactly.
dressing in a burqa, say that we converted. It would be a thing. It would be an issue.
Burqa. Wait, do you hear me on this? Yeah, right.
Yeah, I hear you.
All right. No, let's not steal the momentum. Yeah, hit women. Do it.
Can you turn his volume down?
Stop hitting
women.
No, it's hard to say. It's hard to bring up anything with a spouse like that. It's difficult. Like,
yeah,
what do you
yeah.
if you hated your spouse's cooking? You know, and what
All
would
right,
you,
see, now I cook. We don't have a car, but I do have my own pizza oven. Now
Oh,
it really
it's
now
your own
it's getting
pizza
personal.
oven? Damn,
yeah.
I was
I
supposed
have, it's I'll show it to you afterwards, man. It's over there. I take it out in the back when I want to use it.
We
It's
only have
actually
like 3
a,
spots in our apartment, but we have one for the pizza.
I was
oven.
yes,
I will
supposed
say
to-
it's
that.
got its own little spot, dude. It's propane.
I was supposed to
Nice.
bring pasta. I forgot.
Oh, no worries,
It's
dude.
okay. He texts me. He's like, I think James is bringing pasta. He says no worry, but I know in the back of the head he was like, where the fuck's the pasta?
No, honestly, it was such a shit show setting up for this thing, and we were so late.
It would
I
have been
forgot
great
all about
eating pasta, by the way.
You know,
In the meantime, of the whole like hour and a half, it would have been great
All
eating
right,
pasta.
but not on this camera though. I look so goddamn fat in this thing. I hate this.
You need to eat more pasta.
Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna go for the record then. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
to answer her question, I think to bring it up once, and if he doesn't listen, just drop it. That's it.
Yeah. I mean,
Bring it
I mean,
up
it depends.
once.
I mean, are we talking? I mean, do we think this guy is legit dangerous? Like, it's because it sounds bad.
Yeah.
2 accidents it happens.
But that's a lot. That's not.
she did say the second one wasn't his fault, didn't she?
Well,
I mean,
Alright.
after a certain amount of
I
time,
count that as like
won't
1.3.
insurance companies tell you can't drive
That's another point. Yeah.
under them?
Well, you got to be really bad though.
Yeah.
I don't. They're not. They're not looking.
Yeah,
to
because
take
they
your
get
license
because
away.
they get
If
higher
you're not
rates.
drunk, if you're drunk,
Yeah, that's
You
the
drive-
only
like that's the thing.
way.
We're not talking about drinking.
Yeah.
Like having just recently taken the learner's permit test, half of it is don't drink. Like don't drink and drive, don't do drugs.
The
and
other
drive.
half is
That's-
don't hit women.
The other half is don't hit women. Exactly.
Or 3-year-old
It's a-
children.
It's a really hard test. Trust me on this.
Well,
It
and,
is,
and
yeah.
even that second part, not in every state. You know, we didn't have that second part in Iowa because we still believe in a little something called freedom.
Yeah. No, but just bring it up once and then that's it.
I still think she needs to get her own bank account and secretively just stash some money. And then all of a sudden she has a little car or she has her own little Uber pile. And that's how she gets around.
Yeah.
All right.
By the way, we're 3 for 3 on not giving advice to anyone.
Maybe like
We get
maybe
great
get-
advice. What are you
what-
talking about? We wanted to get out of the house,
Yeah.
call the guy,
Yeah.
and get your own car. I think that's
Right.
pretty good
All
advice.
right, that's not. I don't think my advice for this is get your own car, though. I think my advice for this,
a
Well,
bike.
all right, that's
a
the
bike.
easy-
What about a actual like pedal bike?
or a rickshaw, or what there's different things to get around with. But like I'm saying, that would be the smart way to do it. But you're on Reddit, so you're not going to take that route. You would have taken the smart route
Yeah.
if you were smart, and you wouldn't be writing this question. So I say the only way out of this storm is through it. I say you want to drive next time, and you play around with the seatbelt a little bit on the passenger side.
Yeah.
You make it not really. You go up there, you cut a few things, but make it look like it's still good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Cut it and put it back together with Scotch tape. You know what I mean? To where it's not really. And then you just Kurt Russell and death proof his ass. Just
Yeah.
fucking 100, 0. 100, 0. And as soon as he starts bitching, oh, my nose is broken. You go, I'll slow
Yeah.
down when you slow down. How do you like this shit?
And
you just-
remember also in light of all this, it's only been 2 years that women have been allowed to use the computer. So that's
That's true.
So that's great.
I know you can't tell by the inside of this basement. We are broadcasting from Saudi Arabia. This is not. We like. Oh, they say you should say you're in New York for podcasts.
We're the only 4 white people in Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, and even
Iraq,
Brett's
Afghanistan.
actually in whiteface. He actually we put makeup on him.
Wait, so the Iowa shirt, not to get off topic, is that all things in Iowa?
I don't know.
Yeah,
So-
there's high fructose corn syrup, crystal meth, guns at Walmart. It's all the good stuff. Guns at schools, vending
Oh,
machines.
yeah.
It's got all
it's
the
funny
things
that
you
you
like.
pointed this out because I usually like wear a plain shirt on these things, and I'm like, no one's gonna like really look at my shirt, and you just
Oh
did.
yeah.
But it's
believe
funny
me.
because ever since like I started dating him, his family has just been sending me like T-shirts of Iowa.
It's fucking
Wow.
creepy.
Yeah,
They-
it's
dude,
really
my
like no,
family-
I have so
But
many.
you're not from
Iowa
Iowa.
I
no,
know,
but
it's
his
weird.
family has sent me so many T-shirts of just
Yeah.
like Iowa, and this is your
You're
heritage.
from Illinois, right?
This is your
I was born in
heritage.
Chicago. Yeah, I was born in
I'm an
Chicago, but I
Iowa-
grew up in Pennsylvania.
Oh, so you're all right. Okay.
But I mean, I'm a Cubs fan.
You're a Midwesterner.
He's wondering because he saw me randomly wearing a Cubs shirt the other day.
Yeah.
So I was born in Chicago. I grew up in Pennsylvania. And but forever growing up, my dad would take me to Cubs games, So I've always
Yeah,
been
yeah.
a Cubs fan. Yeah.
Cool.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. But recently, when we started dating a long time ago, and he finally freaking married me, his
Good
parents.
job.
Easy. I did marry you, though. Do I get no credit for that?
No, you
Do
get
I
absolutely
no
no credit.
for
How
that?
long did it take you?
I mean, that's irrelevant.
6 years.
6 years.
I mean,
You
more
get no
like,
credit.
dude, it was like 5.5. What are you talking about?
Uh,
Was it? Was it 6?
Yeah.
Shit.
enough,
5.5
enough.
might as well be 6.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I realize I'm getting
that-
kicked out of the guy club for
I
taking
feel
your
like
side.
That's
like
against
you're an
bro code,
8-year-old
bro.
being
I
like,
know,
I'm
I know.
8.5. And I'm like, no, you're 8. You know?
No,
I don't know what to say.
sorry, I made that weird.
But it was, dude, it was
Well,
2
James-
years. It was 2 years earlier than my last marriage. So
Are you married before?
no.
All right.
Wow, that was suspicious.
Uh-huh.
Not that you can prove.
Yeah. Bunch of goddamn liars out there online, especially on Reddit.
Is there more wine?
I think
The whole thing, you got a jug.
Let's all talk.
Are we done with this question? Because all
yeah.
of a sudden weird things are coming up, and I feel like my marriage is gonna be over in a second. No.
Yeah, no, we're done with
This is my
questions.
real accent.
The question's done.
It's-
Just
I'm Russian.
just tell her to sell the ring. It's the
I
question's
tell
over.
I tell wait with the ring.
We're back to the ring.
I
little
say okay, a little
That was a great. That
I
was a
say
much better
honestly,
question.
no, that is
That was a damn
and it
good
was short, but I really do feel like she needs to start just putting her foot down by like her finding her own transportation, or she
Her
also
husband should put his foot down when he drives.
well, that's all he does.
Oh, he does. He got
That's
that
all
left
he
foot.
does.
I was
Blake.
so close on that.
That
one,
was pretty
having a
good.
Great joke.
That was pretty good.
He's like a goddamn NASCAR open micer. This fucking guy. He's just crashing and Dale Earnhardt hurting himself.
The NASCAR open mics are the best open mics. Let's face it.
Yeah.
Dale Jr. always kills.
Goddamn right he does. Goddamn right he does. But he only gets booked because of who his father is.
Of
course,
I
of
mean,
course.
you know.
Joel says back out with the AC guy.
Huh?
I'm reading an old comment.
That I already read?
man.
Did you?
Yes.
Oh.
True story.
I don't understand what back out of the AC guy means.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
I don't know. I think he was giving us tech advice.
Oh, I thought he was giving us sex advice.
Can you let
Oh.
him know we have a tech department?
Yeah, it's going really well tonight. It's going superbly. My tech
I
department.
have a question. Do you want me to read the next question or do you want me to do a lightning round?
Lightning round.
Let's do lightning round.
Oh,
Yeah,
lightning
let's
round
do,
sounds
let's
fun.
do let's do one last question with the lightning round. We'll be going for about an hour, right?
Yeah, I
Over.
feel bad. I feel like this has been like.
It's been amazing.
It's
been fantastic. What are you
Yeah.
talking about?
Are you guys going to talk to us ever again?
We're getting
No.
canceled. There's so much going on.
Dude, this is better than
You
being
have
on
a
SNL.
secret marriage.
is-
There's,
yes.
there's so much happening.
and 2 secret children. Oh,
I'm going to be
No
fighting
longer
until
a
like
secret.
5:30 in the morning. It's going to be wonderful.
Yeah.
You know.
all right,
Okay.
lightning round. We are going to read one last question and just give one quick take on it. If you have any questions to write them to loveviewspodcast@yahoo.com or check us out live every single Thursday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern, you know, when things are going well. And write it in the chat. But until then, we are going to take one last question from the wild animals on Reddit. Woo!
Okay, I don't like the prep questions, but
Okay.
this is a really good one. So totes to
Oh.
Suzanne. This is like
Yes.
really cool. I don't know, snaps.
Suzanne, we miss you. Good luck in the comedy festival in North
Yeah,
Carolina.
I
I
hope
should
you
have plugged
win it.
that. She's in a
Oh,
comedy
yeah.
festival
Oh,
in
yeah,
North Carolina.
Yeah, we'll plug it now.
People, if you are in North Carolina, vote for Suzanne or die.
The question is just
That was
should,
quite a
should I
plug.
do 9/11 again?
Remind me to have you write my bio.
Yes, yes. See him or die.
All right, are we ready?
Always.
Okay. My ex-wife is dating a prisoner and she wants our kids to go and meet him because he
In
is
jail?
yes, because he is in her prison.
What does she do?
Wait, she's a prison guard. I
No,
guess.
I guess. I got
If it means
or
her
I-
prison, unless she owns a prison.
Wait. I might have read this wrong. My ex-wife is dating a prisoner and she wants our kids to go meet him because he is in her person. I think he meant prison.
Okay.
She says it's important for them to meet him if even just once. Okay.
You
I'm-
need to meet your new father. Don't make eye contact with any of the other inmates, especially the guy in blue. If he's wearing a blue shirt, that means he's a child molester.
I think he meant prison because it's in parentheses.
Yeah.
Oh, I
guess
think-
I guess she works.
She
there.
might, yeah. A lot of people get married with people who work
Dude,
there.
with how many extra details we didn't need from all the other questions, this is the one where I'm
Yeah.
like, dude, give us more. What the fuck?
I say yes. Let him go.
It's like, am I crazy for not wanting my kids to meet this guy who's in prison? I feel like that's not an environment for them.
No,
Not an environment for kids. What are you talking about?
Prison?
What?
Come on.
Wait, okay, so the ex-wife. Let's break this down.
There's no ball pit.
The
in
ex-wife-
prison.
The ex-wife is dating a convict.
Yes.
Okay,
Which a lot
So
of people
would,
do.
She would like to bring, which
It's a very popular thing. Like convicts get like a lot of letters. I want to say,
don't get. That
I
at
want to
all,
say
but okay.
vajayjay, but
I
they
don't think
can't.
do.
So they get a lot of, oh, what are you talking about? Oh my gosh. If you guys would all go to jail, I'm telling you, you get so many fan letters. Like so many people want to date you.
Really?
Where are we gonna go? I'm in
do you guys,
jail.
no, do you guys not watch these shows?
No.
It's still like, it's just as popular as like murder shows. I don't know. It's like where you're,
I used
Sure.
to watch Scared Straight. That was a good show.
That was crazy.
I'm
Because,
dating a guy-
Like you could never have that on TV now because it
No.
would just be it was a bunch of like young high school kid, like early high school age. And they would just have these guys like convicted murderers go up to him. It's like, yo, if you came in my prison, I'd make you my bitch, little man. I'd make you my bitch. Oh, you look good, you know? And it's just like, wow, Jesus
Yeah.
Christ, dude.
I'm not crazy. There's tons of people that will go through like profiles on the dating on like jail profiles and like look up prisoners, send them letters, and like they start falling in love with them because they're sending them letters and stuff
Yeah.
like that.
No, that's true. Before my first secret marriage, I was convicted for, well, secret things.
You've had a hell of a past.
Dude, it's pretty wild. It was a wild ride. Just know that all allegations were false. I was falsely
That's what we love about
convicted.
Jake.
I did very much serve the whole sentence, though.
Yeah.
We love
And-
Jake and Jake's multiple pasts.
Yeah, it's pretty wild. I'm actually 57 years old. This
Oh
is a
wow! I thought you were
yeah.
70.
uh-huh. No, I have a young face on. I have like a Mission Impossible style. I'm Jeffrey Epstein, guys.
Holy
Wow.
crap.
Yeah. Not only-
Breaking news.
dude, not only was it a suicide, not a real body. It was some shit from the wax museum. I've been doing podcasts the whole
Well,
time.
I
The
think-
podcast took an interesting turn.
Yeah.
Honestly, if I understand the gossip correctly, I'm pretty sure I know someone who did end up marrying someone who was in prison and she worked in prison.
Yeah, it's Love After Lockup. You ever seen
Yeah, yeah, that show.
Yes.
But I supposedly, I mean, I don't want
Not
to.
as-
I don't
not
want
as-
to name
Not as
names.
good
or
as
things.
Scared Straight. It's a
No.
very watered down.
Hang on,
Scared
you don't
Straight.
want to name names?
No. Well, not that I want to name names, but I do feel like. Why
Good.
don't,
I like secrets.
no, but the thing
like
is, I
secrets.
do feel like I know someone legitimately who's done this and who has a successful marriage because she was working in a prison and ended up like marrying someone who was a prisoner in the prison.
Well, but
I don't. But this is all through like me drinking in a bar. Like, do you know what this person's doing? And I'm like, what?
You-
So
that's
I don't
true.
really know if it's true or
You
not.
never hear about the good stories about marrying a guy in prison. I mean, actually, you did in Raising Arizona. This sounds like the plot to Raising Arizona. Marry this guy and steal 5 babies. No, they stole
Right.
1 baby from the 5 tuplets, right?
and that's fine.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
have 4 more.
They have 4 more. They needed this
You
baby.
don't
needs
need
love.
They're never
5
gonna miss the
babies.
baby.
They're never.
Wait,
gonna
was
miss
this the
baby.
woman from the first story with the 5? Fucking...
I hope that this was an old question and she was like, fuck it, I'm marrying him and I'm stealing me a baby.
it would be so funny if this woman had split personalities and these are all her questions. No, but yeah, but bring the kids because worst comes to worst, they could see how bad prison is and not to go there.
That's true. I mean, I used to think that prison was a magical place when I was a kid. And then I
Well,
went there to meet my second stepfather. And I'm
it's
like,
such
this
a
is a
short-
shithole. The food sucks.
It's such a short question. It's kind of like, how long have they been dating? Like,
Yeah, I mean,
Oh.
how long have they been dating? How
And-
serious
and
is
also,
it?
does he have like a life sentence or is he
Yeah,
getting out?
can we wait until
It's
he
a
gets
loaded-
out?
it's
Like,
a loaded question.
there, is it possible that we could maybe wait until he's released?
Hmm,
Because then the kids don't have to go to a prison. Prisons are scary. And how old are the kids?
right.
If the kids are like
Yes.
16, then maybe. If the kids are like
That's what
4, then maybe we don't need
Yeah.
to do that.
Yeah, do I really need to, as a guy who's had a lot of stepfathers, do I really need to go to a fucking penitentiary to meet some guy you're gonna fucking 5 to 7 years? This is silly. This is ridiculous. You know, I gotta fucking talk to this guy through the glass. He's got, I don't know, ask me
Well, if she
what my favorite
works
class
with
is.
him,
Like, what is that? How the fuck does that
if
conversation
she
go?
works there, they probably have fucked already.
Oh, good point.
Should we establish that she works there?
No, I'm just
I mean, it's at her prison.
she
so
didn't
we're-
give
we're-
us any
we're guessing
details,
on
so I'm
that.
just assuming.
No, we can't assume that she works there, right? And even if she works there, they probably didn't
Well,
fuck.
she could have meant my prison, like in her town, maybe like the local prison. Or
Yeah.
Did she say my prison? Maybe she's a warden.
Dude, it's such a goddamn frustrating question because we had
Well,
so many other
okay.
questions where, like, I mean, it's not that they were
I
shitty
want to
questions,
meet him
but
because
like,
he is in her prison, but he actually wrote person, but I think he meant.
Well, you know what?
prison.
That's on him. We'll never know.
Because he is her no, to go meet him because he is her person. I think that means that it's like her person.
oh, her person.
I never heard of that
Wait,
expression.
does it say in her person?
This is a very short question.
Yeah.
I mean, I know it was short. You read it, but seeing it, it's even more like, wow.
Wait,
like,
can I take
you
a look
could,
at that?
yeah, it's like you couldn't have written
Yeah.
a little more.
Please bring
What-
the evidence
yes.
to James
Could you talk?
Pontillo
Could
right
you
now,
talk
please.
to the other people about expanding?
When you're done, I would like to take a look at the Reddit transcripts as well.
Please let the jury know that the
Yes.
evidence is going to
Yeah.
Very
section,
short.
section A over to Jake Fevra.
I'm
Very
sorry.
rare that a Reddit question is too short,
Dude,
but I
I
think this is
know.
one of those cases.
That's what's so goddamn frustrating.
Oh, wait a
with
minute.
all
wait
the
a minute.
details in the other question.
what do you see
Wait a
from
minute.
these two sentences?
Okay, all right. So I
Yeah.
could be wrong, but she puts person in parentheses. So maybe she tells the kids, "This is my
Ooh.
person."
That's what he just said.
Oh,
Yeah.
Were you not
sorry.
listening
But
to
the
him?
parentheses
No.
part he didn't mention.
The quotes.
Yeah, the quotes.
The quotes
yeah.
doesn't matter. Let me.
It's not
Let me see it.
prison. It's person.
Well, for a girl,
yes,
I felt like
he is her person. It doesn't say he's in her person.
okay. All right. So maybe I just was like, okay,
Yeah.
I just as a girl, warning sign, prison.
Dude, this was such a hotter story when she was a guard there.
Yeah.
Wasn't it?
Oh,
Well, let's just
absolutely.
Let's
Where's-
just go
oh,
with that.
she's- Dude,
Sneaking
where's
a
the-
little
where's the
sexiest
pen?
time. I mean, absolutely, 100%.
Yeah,
that was
let's
way
just
hotter.
go with that.
Where's your pen?
That was a
I'm-
good movie.
I'm scribbling. I'm adding some shit.
All
There's
right.
also the theme song to Oz is going to be playing while they're doing it. Just
All right. So this is a fire round. So I'm gonna go James, you, me, and Jake for answers. So James,
Yeah, bring them. Bring the kids.
What do you-
bring all
is
the
that
kids.
your answer
Yep.
for this final
This
thing?
is how you know the wine works. Is we live together, we're married. It seemed like you had to think about my name. And
It's
I
good
love
wine.
that about this wine. That was brought to you by Alverdi Pinot Grigio.
We love Alverdi here.
Yes.
All right. So James Pontillo.
Yes, 100%. Bring the kids.
Bring the kids. All right.
Don't bring the kids.
Do you have any other advice in between?
Wait until the guy is out.
Okay.
What if it's like 20 years?
Then she's
Yeah,
not.
man.
Here's the thing: nothing's going to happen if he's in prison for 20 years. This
Right.
relationship isn't going.
It doesn't
anywhere.
matter.
It doesn't
All
make any difference. She's delusional.
Yeah.
All right. This
Yeah.
is my question. This
Hook
is
her
my
up with a
answer.
hinge account, and then she can meet some guys on the
And
outside.
I'm gonna jump off of yours. Yes, wait until he's out or until you're actually fucking married to him, and then we'll have a conversation. I don't want you
But
talking
some
about
women-
a
Fuck,
boyfriend, quote unquote, a boyfriend. Who's a boyfriend? Someone that you dated for 6
But-
years and couldn't commit?
Okay, but
No, lock that shit down. Then we'll have a conversation.
but
Yeah.
but some people want to introduce their kids to the spouse first before they get married. That's like a big part of it. You don't just want to
Okay, that step got taken away once he went in prison. Okay, if you're locked behind bars, she now has to do the work. She marries him. She does all the work, and then honestly, if I was the ex, I'd be like, if you marry them and you're with them for like a year, then we'll talk, and then you'll meet.
Jake, what do you think?
I mean, goddamn, like I was saying, dude, it's frustrating. It's a tough one to judge because with all the details and the other questions, oh, I'm a Virgo, my sister's a Pisces, blah, 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 blah. And it's like, all right, we didn't need a lot of that shit. Now it's like, dude, I need a ton of details with this. I need to know what he's in for. That makes a difference.
He's in for
Uh,
child molestation.
If he's a child,
Yeah,
molester,
exactly. That's such a good
argument.
point.
That's
I
it
will.
for
I
yes.
will
I didn't
reverse
even
my
think
answer.
about that.
If he's
I
in
Yeah.
for like stock manipulation,
Right.
Whatever.
If
you know,
he's
if
the
he's in
last-
for
yeah.
murder, I think maybe we don't bring
Uh-huh.
the kids.
Now, if he's the last guy who got sentenced to prison for weed in New York before it got legalized, fine. You
Yeah,
wanna see him.
exactly. I mean, what are we talking about
Yes. If he's
He
a-
molested his last girlfriend's kids. Maybe don't bring him.
right, maybe he did it through the glass at the prison somehow. He's a sneaky fucking guy. I don't know, but so that makes a big difference. When's he getting out? That's not in here. Nothing's in here. I guess I'm just going to say yes, because I need you to write another question and tell us how it went. I need you to go to that prison, because I would imagine that this first conversation is going to bring up many more questions. You know what I mean? Like, why did he say this to my kids? Should I bring them back? What the, why did he ask my son to smuggle in a fucking condom full of heroin in his ass? That was weird. Should I let him do that? So it's going to bring up more questions, and I want more questions from her, and I want more details next time. So I'm going to say, go to the prison so that you can write another question, because this is easily the most interesting question of the podcast, but there was no details, and it made me sad. So I need more on her.
Should we do? And this was a slow clap or something? I don't.
Slow clap.
Yeah.
Yes.
Woo!
That is it. That is our podcast. Woohoo! Thank you to all the listeners. Thank you to Joel. Thank you to everybody who wrote on YouTube.
Yay.
Especially thank you to Brett Singer and thank you to James Pontillo.
What a good
for
time.
bearing with the tech
Thank you,
issues up
guys.
top, because
Thank you.
you guys are actually fucking great. Once we got going, it was a lot of fun. So thank you, listeners. Next week it will be on a better format. It'll be a little better.
Yes.
What could be better than this? Come on.
Let me turn this off.
Yay.
I can't even turn it off smooth.
That was fun. You guys put on a good show.